Okay. We're back again. Let's just see if the stream's up. If you're watching this on a VOD, I suggest just skip forward a few minutes because the first couple of minutes is always just me making sure that it all works. Alright, I can hear myself. Let me just check that this all works correctly. Let me get this open. Let me just get all this up. Check that this all works.
Why is it hidden, blood?
No, it's
So
not my
that should
fight.
all be playing.
Ask me.
It's bizarre. Can see it.
Pause. And we can do some analysis. Check that all works. Fantastic, it's all working. Okay. Muy bien. Alright, let's just take the link. Right. So, let's... Alright. Muy. So today, I have decided that we are going to watch some film. Now, I have been saving some clips of my beautiful football team doing the business, playing the games, and I think it's important. It's an important exercise. It's certainly an important exercise to watch film. Now, they do this all the time in professional sports, and I want to just make sure we all have an understanding as to why it is that they're doing this. So first things first, we're just going to read a little article here. Right, about film analysis, game film analysis, so to speak. Don't worry about the rest of it, but we've got game film analysis. So, some random coach that coaches with soccer now, when he watches film to look for 3 metrics. Okay? 4 metrics, I can't read. Those 4 metrics are involvement. So today we're looking at how our players are involved in the strategy, how they're involved in the game. We'll then be looking at positioning. Okay, how the players are positioning themselves, the kind of potentially the runs that they're making. Right, their recognition of time and space in the field. The positioning includes body shape, checking shoulders movement, and runs off the ball. Runs off the ball. Right, so remember that. We're looking also for runs off the ball. We're looking at our players' decision-making skills. So how well it is that they're deciding what's the best run. Do I go for this tackle? Am I in the right place off the ball? We've got decision making, and then we've got individual technical skill. Now we're not going to see much of that on my team because I instruct my players not to do skill moves. We'll not ask about why that is, but we don't do that. But their ability to complete passes, okay, position specific skill. We're talking through balls for cams. We're talking shots on target for strikers. We're talking about good standing tackles for defenders, and we're talking about balls caught and good deflections for keepers. Right, very good. We don't need all this outstanding specifics. So that's effectively what it is that we're after here. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's have a look at our first clip. So our first clip here, if I just head back over to my display. Here we have our first clip. Now let's let it run. Nice little burp there. Let's see what happens.
Hidden blood.
Got some people
It's
speaking
not
as
my
well
pie. Ask me.
from when the clip was taken.
Bizarre.
So we've got Guti coming in here. Right. There's our first point of individual skill that we need to consider.
My pie. Ask me.
Bizarre.
Right, now he's going to drive here. This player is always going to drive the ball here into this space. Now luckily I've positioned my defenders in such a way that I have Guti here and I have my right back, or my left back even. Right? There is no ball. This man's not side running. He's got a hand up, but there's no way he's getting the ball all the way over here. It's just never going to happen. Okay? So Guti is going to apply pressure into the space that he's going to drive into, and hopefully my left back here is going to back off. Right? That's what really should be happening here. Let's let the clip play and see what happens.
That's it.
Guti does apply the pressure, and Guti puts in a tackle. Now that forces my opponent to step backwards here. Hold on one sec. People hovering. That forces my opponent to step backwards. And receive ground. Now, if I was him, I'm passing the ball here into my midfield that's running into space. Right? That's simply what the play must be. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's going to spin Guti. Fair enough. We're going to press with Guti. We're going to do the high press, and he's going to spin him. Fair. Palacios makes an excellent challenge here. Oh. We have our first lapse of individual skill. So we've got Palacios fighting. Now really you should just play the simple pass first time to this person here. Or alternatively just play a good through ball into this space. I'm sure Musiala is going to come and pick it up. Right? Fine. Instead he takes one too many touches and loses the ball. Fine. We operate in my club on a free strike basis. One good tackle and no received ball is first strike. So who comes up next? Konate's going to have a go. Konate applies pressure. This looks perfect. They've driven up to have a shot. They're off balance. Konate's foot is basically already on the ball. Right? Beautiful little standing tackle. Let's see how the ball is won. Oh, bobble. And then a perfect back heel from what I assume was done in Darwin Núñez. Saliba. Now it's Saliba's turn. We're on 2 strikes now. Now Saliba has the ball. Saliba should be looking to play a very easy first time pass to this character up here, I believe is Bowie. Maybe a cheeky little pass back to the keeper. You could even play it to the left back here. Like, there's so many options. First time. Doesn't need to be complicated. Doesn't need to be difficult. Let's have a look. See what Saliba does.
Oh my fucking.
Oh no. And then we have our third strike. If we go back here, we have one successful tackle. Fouled to keep possession. A second successful tackle. Failed to keep possession. A third successful tackle. Failed to keep possession. Unfortunately, that means that a shot gets off. Alisson does, however, save it. Or this might be Martinez at the time. He does get to it. But that's our first clip of our squad there. Let's look at clip number 2. Alright, let's have a look. Some more individual skill. Some more individual prowess, if we will. So let's have a look at the passenger play here. It looks like Danny Boy 4582 has caught me. I've been interrupted in the middle of my analysis here. Sorry, NatheeCas, I have to ask, who's really better, Gabriel Jesus or R9? Well, it's obviously Gabriel Jesus. I don't see R9 scoring 5 goals in 2 games, me personally, but however. Let's consider now Danny Boy's counter-attack. He plays a good couple of through balls to get out of his half. Fine. He pushes up here. Now, we're sort of caught in a delicate position here, one-on-one, if you will. What really should happen is he's going to turn the ball, because he's taking it on his left foot, he's going to turn it this way. Saliba is going to come in and he's going to make a perfect standing tackle. Perfect standing tackle, first time. Alright, let's see how that plays out. He makes that perfect tackle, as we had suggested, and we get this little golden ticket. This little button signifies to me personally that my job is done here. This is Anticipate Plus. I've made a beautiful standing tackle, the guy's clattered into my very physical defender, and now I should have the ball on a nice pass to my left back here, or maybe to my other centre back, Konate. R9 could certainly not do it on a rainy night in Stoke. Now I have this beautiful Anticipate Plus. I'm just going to play it out from the back, and we're going to get a nice counter-attack going. Observe. Saliba is now on the floor. A bundled heap of mess on the floor, and Danny Boy is currently still upright. May I also show you that Anticipate Plus has yet to leave my screen. Anticipate Plus is still there. Okay, let's observe what happens next. Danny Boy. Sleeper gets up and runs immediately into the empty space. Right, that might be my fault. Who knows? But now Konate is going to have a go. Makes what looks to be another excellent standing tackle. Nope, Palmer manages to get out. Now let's consider Alisson Becker. Right, we're just going to consider Alisson for a moment here. Let's ask, is Alisson a good keeper? Alisson Becker has long been considered one of the best goalkeepers of his generation. Is Alisson the best goalkeeper in the Premier League history, right? These are things we have to consider. And he is currently in goal. Oh, now let's head back to our media gallery here. And look at the impossible task that Cole Palmer has been delivered. At least I assume this is Cole Palmer. It is Cole Palmer, as is signified down here. Now, there's no shot he's going to get it in near post here. It's never going to happen. So maybe we consider that he's going to curl it round. But Konate is probably going to enter that space and close down that option. So what is there left to do, other than for Cole Palmer to put it through Alisson's legs? That's a tough one to watch, that is. And then to add salt to the wound, as if my pain wasn't already enough, the Playstyle Plus appears above his head as the ball comfortably rolls over the line and into the goal. Ultimately, I think we end up losing this game. But I don't think the pain will stop there. I think we have about 15 more clips of more pain. Enters the goal, Palmer's on the floor, Saliba is inconsolable. And as I've pointed out there, this is of course right at the start of the game, so the pain is going to continue. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, the players are surely down tools. I mean, this is crazy, right? They put it through his legs. Anyway, let's consider the next clip. These aren't in order, so it might not be the same game, but let's have a look. Next I've got one called Fort Knox, apparently. So, let's have a look. Right, good. Palacios wins the ball. I'm now on counter-attack. Nakata off to Ødegaard. Beautiful little run here. At least I think that first one was Nakata. Now Nakata definitely has the ball. Now this is easy. It's not Man United because look at this beautiful attack that I've orchestrated. Now Nakata is so through on goal here. Let me just remove that ink. Nakata is so through on goal. What ideally happens is he dribbles the ball to about here and then he curls it into top bins. Right, that's ideally what we want. I would also settle for a nice driven ground shot into the corner here. There's no sense shooting here because the keeper's got that covered. He's on that side of the goal. Right, it's going to be perfect. Let's see how close we get. Right, this is the point at which Nakata's taking his shot. Right in this space that we originally suggested. Okay, now where's the ball go? Beautiful. He's beat the keeper. Right, we've beat the keeper. Now, let's even worth talking about this player here. This is Martin Ødegaard. Now, Ødegaard has entered this position to catch any slip. If the keeper deflects it, it goes to Martin Ødegaard. If it comes off the post, surely it goes to Martin Ødegaard. This seems like an all but sure goal. Okay, let's observe how this plays out. It comes off the post. Of course it does. Ødegaard has decided to turn around and go backwards because he thinks we're now in transition. Nakata has this clear line to the goal here. The keeper is currently on his arse, not even looking at the ball. Okay, he's not even looking at the ball. He's on his ass. Now let's consider what happens next. Nakata takes a touch. Nakata shouldn't be taking a touch there because I had already signified that I wanted a shot to be played. Pretty much first time here. But Nakata takes a touch. This defender hurls himself over the keeper to save the ball. Ultimately, it gets deflected from him. Nakata makes the challenge. He jumps up to try and get the ball back into the middle, back into the mixer. Keeper still only just coming to his senses after he's been flashbanged here. Everyone's coming to their senses. Let's play out the rest here. Right. This is when we need to start throwing around fraud accusations. I want to just consider this here. Musiala has this perfect situation. Look how much space he has. So much time. So little pressure. All he has to do is put it to the left or above here. Alright, that's all he has to do. Such an easy shot. He fires it straight at the keeper.
This is outrageous, bro!
You can hear my dissatisfaction at the time in the clip.
What more do I...
In the end, it doesn't matter because Nakata is caught offside, but we understand
Oh
the
my...
idea here. We were never scoring that goal. It's time to move on to the next clip. E equals MC squared. Now, I'm not sure if we're aware, but this rivals player we're playing against here has something that we would call supernatural ability. He has superpowers, okay? Watch this. The ball comes in to Quantar here. We've got a classic 2-on-1 situation. We should totally be coming out with the ball here. We've got 2 tackles going in. As far as I can tell, the ball is actually on the side of these 2 players. So this should be an easy win. Right, the ball should be in this space somewhere, behind all those legs. Oh! Did you catch that? Let's rewind it and watch it again. Oh! Ødegaard wins the ball. Hold on, what's happened there? Why is my thing bugging out? There we go. Ødegaard has won the ball here. And now there is infinite amounts of space for him to drive into. Or, with his incisive plus, he could play a nice through ball. It doesn't need to be a through ball really. He could just get it out to Harry Kane at the time. Club legend. Alternatively, he can play a nice bent sort of curved ball. Musiala can run into space. There's so many options. Right? Or alternatively, he could just run with the ball into space. Fine. So many options. Oh. He's just moved. He went from being here to moving backwards. I want you to watch very closely. In fact, shall we put it in slow motion so that you can watch even slower? I want you to watch Ødegaard here. Pay close attention to Martin Ødegaard and what happens with his body as the ball moves away from him after he takes his first touch. I want you to pay very close attention. I'll play it in slow motion. He is literally rebounded by the forces of physics. He's clearly got magnets in his socks and his boots, and there are clearly oppositely aligned magnets in the ball. Let's watch that one more time. He's been moved as if by magnets, as if by magic. It's incredible. It's incredible. Now, it doesn't stop there. Let's consider... what one should we watch? Should we watch Warrior defending? Should we watch Warrior run? Let's watch Warrior through ball. Let's watch Warrior through ball. Here we have a lovely free kick. Okay, lovely free kick. Now let me walk you through my idea here. Playing lofted balls is dead. You can't do it in this FIFA. There's no point. So we're not going for a headed ball. Ideally, what I want and what I see, I look here on the left and I see who I assume to be maybe Saliba here on the left. Let me get my tools. I think this is possibly Saliba, who's got his hand up because he's signifying that he wants the ball. Figo here is also signifying that he wants the ball. Now I feel if I just through ball it into this space, maybe Saliba can run behind. I know this defender's probably going to get there, but this character here, who I believe is Figo, can definitely get to that ball because he's on this side of the defender. Right, that's what I want. I want a nice through ball up the channel here. What we end up getting is something I believe quite different. Alright, we need to notice, and we need to take and pay very close attention here. To this box here, where the ball is aiming to go. This is where I want the ball to go. Right, and even pay close attention to the amount of power that I put on a shot, if you so wish. Okay, let's consider. Hold on. Why is the ball now travelling in this direction? My blue line suggests, look, who I believe is Figo, has made the run. He sees the play. I want a driven through ball. And instead, he's opted here. That's the trajectory of the ball. Not even to this player here, but into a position where this player can easily attack the space. We ask Estenupian why he does this. Why does he do this? And in the change room, he could give me no answer. As expected, the defender moves into the space, grabs the ball, and initiates a counter-attack.
What? Was that anywhere near where I was aiming?
Unfortunately, that was the end of my attack and the beginning of their counter. Let's consider now Konate, a man who comes up again and again and again when considering my team. Here we are on an attack.
Just working places.
Good tackle. I've got no notes for this tackle. Right, that was too much. I should have just threw it to Di Natale. It is what it is. The ball comes out.
Genuinely, Sam's not a degenerate though. Sam's just a fucking.
Let's mute this clip. I don't know what's about to be said there. Right, he's on the counter. I mean, of course, he's probably going to put it to. Oh, in fact, this has already begun a long time ago. But let's watch the whole clip out first, and then we can talk about Konate. Right, he's of course scored here. Now I need you to know. This might at first appear to be the fault of Saliba here. Right, I don't think Alisson plays any role here, but we could consider Saliba maybe as the culprit. But actually, the true hero in this story is Konate, because his story begins much sooner. When they initiated this counter-attack, Konate comes out of position to contest for the header, which is fair enough, but we do need to consider that he's left an awful lot of space here. Saliba has tracked over to take this man, fair enough, but he's left an awful lot of space there to come forward and attack that header. Right. He's missed the header. He's not found it. And then he stumbles. Right, he stumbles. He's fallen over. He's on his knees. And they're initiating this counter-attack. He's just hit this absolutely ridiculous touch. Absolutely dirty touch. And this player is now going to drive into space. Alright, but the story doesn't end there for Konate either. Not only is he left our defence behind, he's now behind everybody. He comes charging in. Maybe if Bowie can be a bit of a wall here and hold this guy up, it will give Konate time to get behind and be another line in defence and allow Saliba maybe to track number 11 here. But in fact what happens is Konate plows into Bowie like the absolute fraudster that he is, and he takes both him and Bowie out of play and out of the defence. Bowie is up. In his defence, Bowie is up, already on his feet, looking to track the man and attack the space. Konate is on the floor for the second time in 2 minutes. Okay, the second time in 2 minutes. Right, Saliba then makes a poor challenge, bobbles. Alisson could have grabbed that, and the rest is history here. Right, it's poor defending, especially on the behalf of Konate, but Konate's exploits, they don't stop there. No, they do not. Where is it? Here we go. Here we have another counter-attack. Guti supplying the pressure there. Misses a large proportion of it. Right. Now we have the counter-attack. And the main character of our counter-attack here is Bonmati. Now, Bonmati is an excellent card. Bonmati is an excellent football player. Look, maybe I should be on Match Today. Maybe I could take that Champions League pundit spot, but I'm too busy managing my team CRK here. Right, we need to consider Bonmati here. Bonmati is an excellent player. Right, she's an excellent player. Right, of course she is. She's just sort of very technical baller. And she's not overly big. Right, she's not overly big. She's a very technical baller. She's got a lot of space here. Purposely giving her a lot of space. Keeping it nice and compact at the back. Two big walls. Konate comes in. I think, you know what? Easy challenge. Konate's made an excellent tackle here. The ball, as he's made contact down here, the ball no longer in Bonmati's control. Right, it's gone. Now what Konate should do is either pick her up and throw her and just get the ball, or he could step around her, or he could push her over and walk over her. Right, any of these things would do. Here we can see a contested athletics check. Okay. And in this contested athletics check, Konate is rolled in that 1, and Bonmati is rolled in natural 20. Because Konate should be pushing her over every day. There is probably, between this point and this point, yeah, I'm saying that's probably 2 feet. Right? He should just be pushing her over and getting to the ball. Instead, Bonmati powers through, she powers it out, she grabs the ball, and she continues. Konate is then, of course, wildly out of position. Thankfully, Alisson, best goalkeeper in the world, is there to catch the ball. But let's dive a little deeper into the analytics here, because I don't think we've looked at the stats. So let's dive into the analytics. Here I have Ibrahim Konate, and the card that I have, I couldn't find the exact Evo that I used on him, but it puts him up to an 85. Now let's just have a look at some of the, maybe potentially, I can't remember which one, but look, let's look at the physicality here. 87, 87 on all the Evos, 84, 85, 85, 85, 84, 84. Now these are 83s and 83s, right? I put an Evo on him up to 85, an 85 Evo. Again, comparable, 87, 87 on 85 overall rated Evo. Okay. Now let's have a look at Bonmati. Let's give this card the benefit of the doubt that she's got the Ballon d'Or 97 rated Bonmati card. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt here. That would therefore mean that she has a physicality of 82. Right, the reality is it probably wasn't one of these cards. It was probably one of this one wasn't out at the time. Actually, no, it was actually. I think this is the no, it wasn't. This wasn't out at the time. So it's going to be one of these cards most likely. 76 or 75 physicality. And let's do the maths. 87 compared to 75 and 76, or at an absolute best case 82. Let's consider the strength. I want you to hold those numbers in your head, and we'll watch the clip one more time. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. You can still see that. We'll watch the clip one more time. Oh man, hurts. So if anybody watching this analysis wants to buy Konate, I'll send him to your club for free. I'll pay off his wages. Just need to get him off the books. Okay, let us return to our media gallery here. So that's Konate. Send him off to the glue factory. Oh, we've already looked at this one. So, let's consider this clip here. Now, I find myself in this position oh too often. Oh so often, one might say. I have a plethora of options available to me here. I could, as Full Rich is suggesting, nice little through ball here, allow him to run. I could hold up play a little bit, throw this defender, and then give a nice little through ball to Di Natale, Whoever this is, I believe Plastios looks to be on the move. Maybe I could feed it through to him. Figo is essentially out of operation here. Figo's not doing anything. So I have a wealth of options here available to me. Let's consider what happens. I do decide to pass the ball off to Fulrich because he has what I would consider to be an avenue runway of free space. No defenders. Okay. It's currently in my advantage here. Now, let's do some football IQ here. Di Natale. Let's consider Di Natale as a player. Di Natale, of course, is a ruthless, efficient, clinical finisher. Right, he has the advanced forward plus, false 9 plus plus to be fair to him. But I expect him, remember the criteria of ranking these players on when we're watching film, is decision making ability. What I need from my 9 is to be finding space. I need my 9 to not be man marking a defender. What Di Natale probably should do a little earlier in the clip here, let's run it back just a touch. As he's running at this stage, right, he should be anticipating a through ball towards the goal, not a through ball up the wing, because this is my winger. Okay? If we run it forward a bit, he's just tracking towards the defender when he could be running into this endless abyss of space by the box. Endless abyss. An endless abyss, one might say, of space. But instead he tracks the keeper. Now Fulrich, doing the job that he should, puts the ball into an infinite amount of beautiful space. What has Di Natale done? He's come around the wrong side of the defender, even though all the space was on this side. Fulrich has played a perfect pass into the box, and nobody is there to grab it. Alright, Di Natale, tracking the centre-back, goes on the wrong side of the centre-back, wastes a perfectly good through ball from Fulrich there. Awful play from yet another one of my team members. Let's watch that one more time. Tracking with the centre-back. It's insane to me now. I'm watching it back again and again. Just constantly tracking with the centre-back. Find the space. Find the space. Attack the space. Why are we following the centre-back here? And then he goes on the wrong side of him. It's hilarious. Okay. Horrible run. But something about CRKFC just can't find the correct through ball. Alright, let's consider our next clip. I can't remember which one it was. I know which one I want to do next. Maybe it was this one to make an easy... No, we'll come back to this one. Maybe it's this one? Nope. We'll come back to this one. Here, this one. Oh, this is brutal. This one is so bad. So, once again, through ball FC. Oh, it's so painful to watch. Now, this one, this is, I believe, Musiala on a ball. It is. Bonmati in front of him, or behind him. I don't know about you, but the first thing that I see as a proficient manager is this huge wealth of space. Okay, a huge wealth of space. What I also see is what I believe at the time left mid Coman, who I believe was Coman at the time, is attacking this space, right, rather proficiently. He's already running, he's got that quick step plus, he's moving quick, he's got good pace. Okay, he's moving forward. Now, we also have Harry Kane here. Now, we all know Harry Kane, my club legend at the time, at the start of my career, he's doing his best. The poor guy, he's got 60 pace, he's doing his best, he's attacking the space, he's moving forward, but largely he's just acting as a little decoy for these three defenders here, who are clearly preoccupied with this man, with Kane. Now, Musiala is an intelligent player, very techie player. I feel like he's a playmaker, he's a cam. He should see that the optimum ball here is into the path of Coman, into the acres of space, not into the death trap that Harry Kane is running into with their three defenders. Okay, so let's consider what it is. Let's watch the clips and see what it is that he decides to do here. He plays the straight through ball. And hilariously, it's not gone to anybody. It's gone straight up the middle. In fact, let's run the clip back a touch, so we can see where he's put that through ball. Right there, that's perfect. He's played it perfectly straight into the path, both of these defenders. He's ignored the acres of space up here. He's ignored the fast running Coman, and he's even to an extent ignored Harry Kane. He's passed the ball to another player here who I'm going to call Casper the Ghost, who he sees and nobody else does. That is horrendous. It's so obvious that I want the ball placed in front of Coman here. So why has it been passed in a perfectly straight line in front of Musiala towards the two defenders? That's particularly horrific. Let's watch that one back. Oh, it's so bad. Coman, bless his little cotton socks, tracks back very well. And he doesn't manage to win the ball back, but he does apply pressure. Right, and they're off on the counter-attack. Why is there more on the end of this clip? What's happened? Did they score off this? Oh, they did. Oh, that makes it even harder to watch. What a horrendous through ball. Oh, it's so obvious it needs to go up there. Okay, fine. And that's my fraudulent through balls. Now, if we're looking at frauds, there's a couple of other frauds we need to talk about. We need to talk about Palacios. I'm going to pull up this clip here about Palacios. Now, I bought Palacios, the Pro Life card, when it first dropped. I bought him for 200k. So I made a big investment. Now, luckily, my investment has paid off because his card has increased in value and his stats have increased. But let's consider now Palacios. Now, Palacios, watch him. Palacios, if you're not aware, is this character right here. Okay, I believe what he's going to do is track back. I believe Guti is going to go out to meet this character. And I think he's probably going to stick with whoever this is as they track forward on the counter. Okay, let's consider. Let's watch. Was correct. Guti has been sent. They've passed the ball back here. Now, Palacios has noticed that, and he's come in for a crunching tackle. Right, this looks to be a perfect challenge in my eyes. Let's consider what happens now. Right, he's made a good tackle. And once again, just like our Konate situation, we've entered a point where Palacios should just push this person over. Or step around them to the ball that has rolled. Right, Palacios has clearly perfectly upright here, whereas we've got bent knees and is off balance. Right, all that needs to happen is a little brush. Don't even make it an obvious foul here. It means just she's already off balance, she's going to fall over. I reckon Palacios, you could even get away with just walking around her here. Let's see what happens next. She pushes him off the ball and goes and collects her reward. Right, absolutely outrageous. I think that warrants us looking again at the deeper stats here. The underlying physical stats of our players. First, let's look at Palacios and his Pro Life card in particular. Now, of course, 77 physicality is not... It's not the paragon of strength. It's not the paragon of human endurance. However, it is higher than Laura Blinkenveild's silver card, which has 54 physical. I'm gonna let that sink in. I don't think it's going to be the CM Evoed version. Right, let's even give her the benefit of the doubt and say that it's one of these Evos. It can't be because these weren't out at the time. But we're talking 54, 60, 65, potentially 70 at a push, and then the absolute maximum is going to be 79 or 86. I mean, it's never going to be this high in this team. It's probably the silver card. Right, 54 physicality, 54 fizz versus my 77 here. And I mean, we've got 88 defending as well, so that's going to have something to do with standing tackles and whatnot. So Palacios may be a fraud. Let's go back to our film. Okay. Let's watch that one more time. Just now that you know the physicalities, let's watch that one more time. Excellent. Thank you, Palacios, thank you. While we're exposing frauds, let's expose Guti. Now, Guti has been a player that's been with my club for a long time now. He fulfills that good little link up in the middle to get the ball from the midfield and the attackers, midfield and defenders up to the attackers. He does it well. He's got a little incisive plus. He does it well a lot of the time. He's played a good ball here to Musiala, but it's not quite paid off. These things happen. Guti is a fighter though. So Guti is going to go back and he's going to win back the ball that he lost. Alright, this player is probably going to drive off into this space. Guti is going to follow and put in a nice standing tackle. Right, or at the very least he's going to drive her into this left back here. Right. Makes an excellent challenge. An absolutely excellent challenge. He's currently in possession of the ball. He's in control. She's been sent off to the races. Okay. However, Guti is hiding a secret. Guti had a very big dinner last night and he was feeling rather ill. He was feeling a little lethargic, a little tired, so he's going to go for a nap. And he's gone down. God knows why he's gone down. He won the ball. She didn't put in a challenge, but somehow he still managed to go down here. Now Guti's on the floor. This brother's got his arms up as if a foul has been committed. I don't know how that's happened. Guti's got his arms up as if a foul has been committed. But the simple reality here is that Guti has fallen over off the ball. He puts in a perfect challenge, and then he's gone down for absolutely no reason. Let's run that back. Let's watch it even in slow motion here. Oh no, I don't want to look at the properties. Let's run it back even in slow motion here. 25% speed. Dare I say, when he's in possession of the ball, nothing has touched him. She's past him at this point, and he's going down. Nothing is touching. In fact, he's not even touching the floor here. And he's gone down. Guti, it might be time for you to go. And while we're exposing frauds, let's take a look at Estenupian. I don't particularly know how to say his name. Right, we've got our first problem here. The ball has been perfectly intercepted, been smashed into the back of one of my attackers here. Fine. Ball comes out, Estenupian comes in and passes it, plays a nice 1-2 back to the winger, and they can run off on their merry way. Let's watch that back one more time. There's not even a load of analysis needed for this one. It's just a really nice 1-2 played between Estenupian, or whatever his name is, and their right winger here. Let's watch it again. Lovely little 1-2 pass. Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it in slow-mo. Watch it in 0.5 speed. Lovely little 1-2 pass. Side foot straight back at him. It's beautiful. That's the stuff tiki-taka is made of. Straight back to his feet. Beautiful stuff. And that allows him to go to the races. Well done, Estenupian. Do they score off of this, I wonder? I can't remember. Oh, clip's bugging out. Yes, they do. Kanate allowing for infinite space. Alright, Estenupian isn't even safe. Let's have a look at maybe wire tackle here. Did I already look at this one? I feel like I might have already looked at this one. No, I didn't. I looked at Saliba. Right, here we go. So they're on a good attack here. I don't know who this is, but this is in Rivals, which makes it even more painful. They're running down the wing. Yep, they're going to do the cut back as they always do. However, Saliba has made an excellent interception here. Right, so Saliba is not at fault. Saliba's made a great interception. He's put it straight into the path of Palacios. Oh no, Ben Sabini, even. Who decides that he wants to be Messi today. He takes a knee, takes a touch, and then he fumbles. Now Palacios arrives on the scene. This one's particularly painful. I want to pay very close attention to this that pops up. What I believe is intercept plus. Now the ball off an intercept plus shouldn't track as far as it has today. In this case, he's received the ball, he's intercepted the ball, and it's travelled miles away from his feet. Right? And even with my little playstyle there, it's not enough. Gets the ball back. Palacios puts in another excellent challenge to win possession. Right? Absolutely flawless tackle. And once again, a CRK player is on the floor. You can't write these things. You can't make them up. An CRK player is on the floor. The ball in a lovely, peachy little spot for my man to run onto and give it the hiding of its life, or take it forward, penetrate the lines. This player is going to run through, this player is going to run through, and we're going to have... Or he's going to do a dirty little roulette that skills absolutely nobody up, and he's going to just put it in on the left-hand side of the keeper there. I believe that was Danny Olmo. So of course the players in my care cannot attack either. Let's consider one more clip here. From the same game even. He does another useless roulette here. Now we're 1-on-1. I think probably the best thing to do here that I don't do is to turn Sleeb around and run with him. Right, give everybody a chance to get back. Right, potentially, but what I do is I go to him, I go for a challenge. Ultimately it flops, but it's given just enough time for Ben Sabini to come and give him a bit of problems. Maybe slow him down enough that all my defenders here can drive back. Even Sleeber. It gives Sleeber a time to recover as well. But no, he shakes him off. Now, he takes a really heavy touch here. It should be so easy for Sleeber to just cut in as he's running onto the ball, get in front of him, and hold the ball up. Instead, he makes this massive palaver of it. He gets got by this dude's physicality. I don't know who that is. In fact, I could tell you who that is. It's Anthony Gordon. Right, so this, of course, massive Anthony Gordon, known for being rather massive and boisterous, is giving Saliba a hard time here, despite the fact that he's behind him. And Saliba, all he can do is put it out for a corner, instead of just putting it back. Right, another excellent clip there from CRK FC. And our last clip of the day here is one about Figo. Now, Figo has been an instrumental player for my team very recently. I only packed him very recently. But he's been very good to me. He's been a very good player. But I think this final clip that I'm going to show just sums up so well the mentality of CRK football right now. Where my players are at, they're not fighting. They're not fighters right now. Right, so let's analyse. Guti receives the ball. Passes it back to pull this defender out. Open a bit of space. We're playing it round. Figo receives the ball here. Tries to play a nice little through ball to Di Natale. It doesn't come off. Defender's down. Whatever. Slides all the way back to Konate. He plays it up again. Now, this is the painful part. Let's go back a little bit. We've looked at the play. We've not analysed what happened after. What we've done there is talk about what's happened with Figo up to this point, and then we've watched as the ball's moved around the back again and we're playing triangles. But I want to pay very close attention to what happens to Figo and this character after the first interaction. Bang. Right, so the ball's gone off. Right, I want to just pay very close attention to what happens here. Figo goes over the top. Oh, that's currently still in one times. Funny. Figo goes over the top here. He lands pretty tough, to be fair with him, he lands pretty tough. But now he's got his arms up. He's complaining. Wow. He's complaining to the ref. If it was a foul, it would have been given. The whistle would have gone by now. We've played 3 passes. This guy's up, back in position, ready to go again. Figo is here, being a little prima donna. He's got his arms up. He's complaining about a foul. The ball was won. The ball went back to us, right? We know that. The ball was won. So it's not a foul, Figo. What you need to do now is show that grit, show that mentality that I want in my players, and get up and get back at it. But instead, what he does is he stays on the floor. Guti, here, as we can see, he's got his eyes on the ball. He's thinking about what he wants to do with it, where he wants to pass it. He knows Figo should be there. He wants to get the ball back out to the wing. Passes it. Figo's not even up yet. Still on the floor complaining. Still on the floor complaining. The ball goes straight past him. And he doesn't even attempt to get up quickly and get after the ball. He lazily gets back to his feet. And the ball goes out of play. Figo. And that is an update of the film. Currently that is circulating at Crooks FC. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope to be back with some more Champions League-esque match of the day analysis of CRK Football Club. Thank you and goodbye.